Happy birthday, Steve. Is it today?
No! It was Monday.
Monday. Cool.
Excellent pianist. Plays piano.
Wow.
John Berger, you left that out. Stavola plays piano and he's awesome at it.
Oh, is that what you said? Pianist.
Yes, pianist.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the other thing.
Not the other fucking thing. Everybody's got their goddamn mind.
I mean, maybe he does. I don't know.
Everyone had the words. I have the words, but they're in my pocket. Let's hope I don't fuck it up.
Do you need to hold it?
No, I don't read them. I just have them in my pocket.
Greetings for brother.
I believe choral groups should have words. Everyone else should know this song. But that's just me. I fucked up many a song. It's tricky to do piano songs with a banjo, huh?
Do it on piano then.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, is this?
Maybe it's
It's not,
we can try a different table. Maybe.
it doesn't seem to be a police one, so. Unless.
I'm gonna go to
We're gonna try another game.
the
Did you guess what the song is yet?
Is that the way Stephen wrote it?
Yeah, Stephen wrote this one.
Stephen Foster?
Wallace.
The other Stephen Foster.
I hear you singing oh so sweetly, singing oh so sweetly, a song you sing so sweetly. It's where I wanna be. Your loving arm all night around me. Yes, you're ready. Loving night around me, arms that finally found me. It's what I wanna feel. See?
It's sacred in your.
The song is, but what's the song is?
There's more than sacred in your song.
There's more that's sacred in your song than any church I've ever been. So replace my fallen angels, oh that heaven did defy. Replace my fallen angels and heal my broken sky. It's really weird to cover a song, but I have to cover someone else's song because you always want to change the words. And that's so long. Replace the fallen angels that heaven did defy. Replace my fallen angels and heal my broken sky. I hear you singing oh so sweetly, singing oh so sweetly, song you sing so sweetly. It's where I am wandering. Hear you singing oh so sweetly, singing oh so sweetly, oh song you sing so sweetly. It's where I wanna be. Replace my fallen angels. Replace my fallen angels. Replace my fallen angels. Oh, and hear and heal my broken sky. Heal my broken sky by Stavola. I'm going to do this song because I know he likes it. And a tuning song.
And so.
He likes this?
Yeah. Piano players are jealous of me. They don't get to do it. If they had one of these things, they could. So funny, at home now, all we're doing is Thomas songs. Thomas songs and Revolver, actually. It's a song, that's the album he likes. He thinks this is a good one. That's, Debbie, that's a good song. Thank you. Do we love the ones we love because they're better than the rest? Or do we love the ones we love because they get A's in all their tests? Or do we love the ones we love for the colors in their eyes? Or do we love the ones we love because they never tell us lies? Or is it just love, or is it love? Just love. Oh, do we love the ones we love? Or the way they make us feel? Oh, do we love the ones we love? For that spin on that karmic wheel? Oh, do we love the ones we love? 'Cause we wished on that winsome star. Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because they are, because they are, because they are. Or is it just love? Or is it love? Just love. Oh, do we love the ones we love? For the books they read? Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because they just satisfy our needs. Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because the wave just hit the, no, what is it? See, I don't have my gang. Then this wave just hit the, no, it's not. Do we love the ones we love? For the books they read. Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because they just satisfy our needs. Or do we love the ones we love? Because we open the right door. Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because the wave just hit the shore. Oh, is it just love? Or is it love? Just love? Do we love the ones we 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 love? Or is it love? Just love? Or is it love? Just love? Oh, do we love the ones we love? Because they are better than the rest. Or do we love the ones we love because they, they passed all our stupid tests? Or do we love the ones we love for the colors in their eyes? Or do we love the ones we love because we believe all of their lies? Or is it just love? Or is it just love? Or is it just love?
Fire.
Good, thank you.
Don't quote him.
What was that?
Don't quote him.
Don't quote him.
Donald Trump.
Oh, you're right. That's coming from a DCer. You know.
I'm going to take this opportunity to come around to mandolin tip jar. This is the money that goes to the artists. Suggested donation is $5. Thanks for coming to Sidewalk Café on a Friday night and celebrating Steve Stavola. Stay tuned, there's a long night of music ahead.
Come here. We gotta go.
Okay. Today is the last day of the best of your life. You are almost ancient. You are on the edge of old age. You are so close to the crippled, wrinkled, gimpy life, you might as well start with the colostomy bag now. This is a bad time to be you. This is a bad time to be near you with your whining and your crying. And my God, is that your hair falling out? Is that what you've got catching? Perhaps this is premature, and perhaps you think this combination of words is paradoxical, contradictory, irreconcilable, but maybe you'll see the hope inherent therein. And though you may weep now, perhaps later when you think back on this horrid, horrid, horrid day, you'll think of it as a happy birthday. That's a poem. I've got one more before Jen Kaplan comes up to say something. Who knows? This is something. I hate Jesus, but you're not too bad. When we've gone drinking, it's been pretty rad. When he took my he took my money and all the faith I had. When he's out of my life, I will not be sad. I hate Jesus, but I don't hate you. I can't wait for Sunday morning to have nothing to do, but anticipate your visit for a ball game or two. Jesus Christ, I hate that hypocrite Jew. I like you fine, but that Jesus is a jerk. If you help wipe his face off of that smirk, then maybe you and me could possibly make it work. Just give me a hand taking down that Burke. You're kind of all right. It's Jesus I hate. Here's a free upgrade. You are pretty great. But that Jesus dude is nothing less than 8th rate. He reminds me most of my best, worst blind date. That JC sucks, but you are better than most. At least you've got friends. That guy, one lonely Holy Ghost. Because he's a zealot, see? His dad has him engrossed. I think I'll keep you around, but Jesus, that guy's toast. Him and his whole damn host. They'll be sent furthermost at speed, hasty, and post, for he is really the worst. Worst of all sucking time. That's all I got. Jen Kaplan.
Okay, so I picked this song because it made me sob at my going away, or I think it was, or it was that time I was saying goodbye to everyone before moving to Virginia. So if I cry, that's why. I also was on Megabus when I knew I was going to read this about 4 hours ago. So we'll see how this goes. I'm also doing this title of Bernard King Presents. I did that one time and said I'd never do it again. This horribly fails. I tried. Don't put this online with my name. Okay. So I'm going to read a lot of lyrics now. I feel like I've seen all of Virginia through the eyes of a girl I adore. She makes me miss Virginia, though I've never been there before. I miss the Shenandoah Valley and God's wilderness all around, and the skyline drive through the mountains, with the blue rig sun going down, and a farm under halo of port's light. What makes sun and shining no more, she makes me miss Virginia. I've never been there before. I have lived my whole life in New York City, pavement under my feet, but lately the grass is growing stronger, moving on through the concrete. With the world tamed and cut flowers, I want her wilderness more. She makes me miss Virginia, though I've never been there before. Maybe it's the home that she loves so, and the home is something I never knew of. Maybe it's the call of heartland, and I've been estranged from that too. Maybe there's a division in my soul, and if I get to Richmond, I can end the Civil War. But she makes me miss Virginia, and I've never been there before. I fell in love with Virginia through the eyes of this girl I adore. She makes me miss Virginia, I've never been there before. I now give you the all offering of visiting me in DC, and I commute to Virginia, and I take to the Shenandoah Valley, and I know if there's $1 gourmet donuts, they're really good. That's the only gig thing I have to say about Virginia. We have a pedophile running for Congress. So, if you want to visit Virginia, I can show you around and take you to $1 donuts.
Thanks, Jen.
My favorite lyric I've ever written.
JJ Hayes is coming up in a minute, so he'll be the last performer. But me, I got more things to say. I got more things to say to you. I want to be the first to wish you a happy birthday, so I jumped into my trusty time machine, and I zipped back to when your mom's water broke, but I had some peanut oil in my hands while I calibrated the controls, and I overshot by a couple of years, and as happens in those situations, the machine got a chronal flat, and I found myself in your hometown a year in advance of my anticipated arrival. If my membership in the TTT, Time Travelers of the Technoverse, hadn't lapsed, the machine would have been fixed a minute after it broke, but it didn't, so it didn't, and I was stuck there in your prehistory. I met your parents. Your dad was kind of a jerk, your mom was kind of friendly, the kind of thing that never supposed to happen happened, and long story short, I'm your dad now. I should have told you sooner, only I didn't know until I got back from the trip. Anyway, want me to teach you how to ride a bike? Okay. I thought this was the best time to tell you.
Thanks, Dad.
Buddy! Last inspirational piece co-written between Stephen Stavola and Jonathan Berger, called Aiming at the Heart of the Matter. It goes a little something like this. I feel I've had eyes on Virginia long before I stepped into the sniper's nest, or saw a picture of the honey, or even took the client's money, or heard his initial request. My partner, newer to the job, still in the business of doing the victim harm, has made me miss Virginia because of how she just nudged my arm. The lady was perfectly open, a barreled fish, a sitting duck, an alley-oop. All that was required was to get my rifle fired. It was ready, it was aimed. The bullet just needed to swoop. I took my breath and took the shot and expected that the girl would soon be dead, but she made me miss Virginia, and so I just hit Caroline instead. I care about my assignments. To do the job correctly is really nice. No one ever said in the art of making dead, with your knife, measure once, cut twice. Even though I hired this damn assistant, I still like to think I'm in my prime. But she made me miss Virginia, and my aim's getting better all the time. I'll get another shot any minute, and no one will be getting in my way. My little intern has been fired. How the hell did she get hired? Doesn't matter. No severance will I pay. Once I finish this job, all the bodies I'll send way back to the corpse store. She made me miss Virginia, but I won't be missing anymore. JJ Hayes, come on up!